Please don't. Human life is unpredictable.
If the rumors are true and we're in for a 7th season by the end of 2024, the big question is, what juicy storyline shakeups are on our wish list? One Redditor pitched the idea of Mary kicking Henry to the curb and breaking up with him, citing Matthew Good's packed schedule and lacks of sparks with Dockery. Picture the Crawley family caught up in the scandal of a divorce. Downton Abbey introduces us to a rich tapestry of characters, none more entangled in romantic drama than Lady Mary Crawley. Set in 1912, just after the Titanic's sinking, the show immerses us in the lives of the aristocratic Crawley family and their servants against the backdrop of a changing Britain. While heartbreak is a familiar theme, there's also plenty of joy and triumph to go around. Lady Mary is known for her no-nonsense demeanor, yet beneath her composed exterior lies a warmth and concern for others. Her relationships, though sometimes tumultuous, are a significant source of happiness for her. However, they often meet unfortunate ends, occasionally in tragedy. As a central figure in Downton Abbey, Mary's romantic history provides insight into her complex character, enriching the show's narratives. And with the promise of a 7th season, fans can look forward to seeing how her love story falls apart again and then hopefully get a truly happy ending. In the early episodes of Downton Abbey, we witness a whirlwind of drama surrounding Lady Mary Crawley. First, we learn of the tragic death of her fiancé Patrick, leaving her family in a quandary about the estate's inheritance. While Mary isn't completely devastated by Patrick's passing, she's keenly aware of the implication it holds for her future rights, revealing her belief in women's rights from the start. Things take a scandalous turn when Mary encounters Kamal Pamuk during a visit to Downton. Despite her initial reservations, there's an undeniable attraction between them. Their encounter culminates in a shocking twist as Kamal unexpectedly dies in Mary's bed. The aftermath sees Mary grappling with the repercussions, with Anna and Cora discreetly handling the situation. However, Cora's reaction highlights the scandalous nature of the event, labeling Mary as damaged goods. This early storyline serves as a stark reminder that even those at the pinnacle of society aren't immune to making mistakes that can tarnish their family's reputation. It sets the stage for the intricacies of social dynamics and the consequences of impulsive actions in the world of Downton Abbey.
If you wish to break off our understanding, I'll accept your decision. After all, it's never been announced.
In the transition from Downton Abbey's first season to the beginning of the second, we witness the complex romance between Lady Mary Crawley and Matthew Crawley unfold. Matthew's proposal to Mary in the final episode of Season 1 initially seems like a solution to the estate's inheritance dilemma, as it keeps the property within the family. However, Mary grapples with the weight of a secret from her past, her encounter with Kamal Pamuk. Despite Violet's penchant for keeping secrets, Mary believes that Matthew deserves to know the truth. Their engagement, however, is short-lived. Cora's unexpected pregnancy shifts the dynamics as the prospect of another heir to the estate arises. This leads to the reconsideration of Mary and Matthew's union, which ultimately ends before the outbreak of World War I. Matthew's departure to fight in the Battle of the Somme marks a poignant moment, especially when he returns on leave with his new fiancée, Lavinia Swire. Yet amidst this, Mary's actions speak volumes about her true feelings, transcending the practicalities of estate inheritance and revealing a deeper connection between her and Matthew. Season 2 of Downton Abbey showcases the tumultuous relationship between Lady Mary Crawley and Richard. Despite their initial attraction, it becomes evident that they're not a perfect match. Matthew's engagement to Lavinia prompts Mary to seek solace in Richard's company, but her heart remains entwined with Matthew. However, the devastating consequences of Matthew's war injury, which leaves him paralyzed, led to a shift in dynamics. Lavinia's unwavering dedication to Matthew highlights Mary's true feelings, ultimately causing Richard to demand marriage as recompense for keeping her secret about Kamal. Despite her affection for Richard, Mary realizes she can't deny her love for Matthew, especially after Lavinia's passing. Matthew's guilt over Lavinia's death drives him to believe he can't be with Mary, leading to their breakup. Mary's strength shines through as she ends things with Richard despite his protests. Eventually, Mary and Matthew find their way back to each other, highlighting Mary's depth and the transformative power of love. Their journey continues with their marriage in the Christmas special, solidifying their bond amidst the trials and tribulations of Downton. Despite initial challenges, their relationship proves that Mary's stubbornness is complemented by Matthew's unwavering support. However, tragedy strikes with Matthew's untimely death after the birth of their son, leaving Mary a widow and single parent. His death serves as a reminder of the unpredictability of life at Downton Abbey, keeping viewers on their toes and showcasing the depth of emotional storytelling within the series. In the aftermath of Matthew's tragic death, Mary grapples with profound grief at the outset of Downton Abbey Season 4. Her mourning is palpable, reflected in every aspect, from her attire to her demeanor. Concerned for her well-being, her family and servants strive to gently guide her back to reality, urging her not to succumb to despair. Carson reminds her that she mustn't let herself be defeated, especially considering her responsibility as a mother to her son, George. Despite her reluctance to move on, the discovery of Matthew's will, naming her as his sole heir, adds a new layer to her grief and responsibilities, linking back to the series' origins and the uncertainty surrounding Downton's future ownership. As Mary navigates her loss, suitors emerge vying for her affections. Lord Gillingham and Charles Blake both vie for her attention, with Evelyn Napier also in the mix. Despite Lord Gillingham's persistent pursuit, Mary initially rebuffs his advances. However, his subsequent engagement to Mabel Lane Fox leaves Mary with a pang of regret. Their private weekend away in Liverpool marks a significant moment in the Downton Abbey timeline, showcasing Mary's defiance of traditional courtship norms and her modern outlook on relationships. Furthermore, her trust in Anna, confiding in her about her feelings and actions, underscores the enduring bond between them despite their difference in status. In Season 6, Henry Talbot catches Lady Mary Crawley's eye, but his passion for racing cars initially gives her pause. The fear of potentially losing another partner weighs heavily on her, stemming from her past experiences. However, despite his absence in the second movie, Downton Abbey: A New Era, Mary and Henry's love blossoms, undeniable and irresistible. Their romance continues to flourish, culminating in the joyous arrival of their daughter Caroline, bringing happiness to the Crawley family and beyond. Mary's hesitance to fully commit to Henry highlights the enduring impact Matthew had on her life and psyche. Yet Henry's genuine kindness and unwavering love demonstrate the transformative power of love, ultimately bringing peace to Mary's heart. Through her various relationships throughout Downton Abbey, Mary's journey reflects her determination to find happiness and love on her own terms, and according to fans, Mary will break up with Henry. Well, I am totally on board with that. Henry always seemed like a last-minute addition, didn't he? Interestingly, Matthew Goode's track record includes a character named Finn Polmar in The Good Wife, who followed a path kinda similar to Henry's. He swooped in after the main guy bit the dust, got paired with the leading lady amidst a flurry of marketing hype about their chemistry, only to deliver about as much spark as a soggy potato. Thankfully, Finn got his one-season ride into the sunset. Another thing with Henry and Mary's relationship is how this relationship was basically forced by Tom. Really? It's frustrating how Tom seems to pressure Mary into a relationship with Henry. Personally, I never really bought into the whole Mary-Henry thing either. I was rooting for Charles Blake myself. And on every rewatch, Tom's matchmaking efforts bug me more and more. Just feels so forced. Tom did the same thing with himself and Sybil. He didn't seem to respect Sybil or Mary's feelings when they were unsure about their emotions. I remember in Series 2 when Sybil was still trying to figure out her feelings and told Tom she wasn't sure if she even liked him. I believed her, but Tom just plowed ahead, convinced she was in love with him. Then he went and did the same thing with Mary and Henry. Nobody was pressuring Tom to move on after becoming a widower, but Mary just had to be settled because apparently a woman can't be alone. It makes me wonder if she truly loved him or just saw him as an escape route. Let me know what you think in the comments section.